Alpaca.
Welcome to Alpaca TV, man. I'm your host, KZ the Cobbler. And today's topic is, do men really need women? It stemmed from a conversation I overheard my co-workers having at work today. So we at the office, and two of my colleagues yapping. I'm minding my business, but I overheard them say, women are lucky to have us, you know. They need us. We don't need them. And they were dapping it up big. So I'm just observing. So I decided to do the content and pose the question to you guys. See what you guys think. But me, I understand exactly where it come from. It's come from the ideology of, I don't know if you guys ever heard of the red pill. You know, the idea that men should be overly, I guess, masculine or whatever, overly aggressive, overly, whatever, Men shouldn't be a certain way. It's pretty much teaching men how to be towards women due to the state that women are in right now. And I can understand what they're saying because I've heard the rhetoric. But I told one of my coworkers just off top, I said, bro, I heard y'all talking and you gave me a content idea. And I'm going to tell you, though, I disagree with that. Now, the reason I disagree with that is because there would be no men without women. And he used the same argument that you heard Kevin Samuel say and a few other gurus on this topic say. Men built the infrastructure. We don't need y'all. We built all this stuff. And like I said, I understand it because me being a blue collar worker, I understand how these things come together. There would be no air if we didn't come put the air in. The men working on the systems. There would be no water if the men didn't do the plumbing. There would be no electricity flowing through the households or through the business offices that make people so comfortable. If men didn't do it, there would be no streets put together. There would be no building. There would be no military. Yeah, I get all that. But I think what people fail to realize is there would be no men without women. And due to the fact that a lot of things were built and came to fruition from the motivation of a woman. Because I know men are not building for men. We're not doing it simply for for men. A lot of times things come from trying to impress a woman, or you want to build a legacy with somebody, and you want to build something for your kids. And having children is a sole motivation to get up and go get active, to build things and create things. And you won't have children without having women. And you can't discount the many meals that women have prepared for men over the centuries and decades that we have had to keep those men energized to wake up and go work the next day. Even the motivation for sex, because that was one of the conversations as well. It was about, we don't need them only for that thing. We just need them for sex. And I was like, nah, that ain't it, bro. Because, sex is a good thing, and we like sex. But we can't say we don't need them, because if they weren't here, we can't reproduce. It's simple as that. Because we can't reproduce with Johnny. Now, if that was the case, if I, Jim, could reproduce with Johnny, then you can say we don't need him. But the key factor is the energy that they bring, the inspiration that they bring, the ideas that they bring. We can't discount women like that. And I don't care what none of you dudes gonna say to me. Oh, he a simp, he weak. Nah. I simply have my own mind and my own observations. I know 9 times out of 10, most dudes who fall victim to that rhetoric and take it wholeheartedly, they haven't dealt with women on different levels. They haven't really reflected and observed things. They only taken the hurt that they received from women and ran with it. So As a man, I've been hurt before. I'm pretty sure you have too. But they don't let you shape this whole idea about them. Because there are plenty of women out here who are looking for you to lead them and show them a way. And I always had this thing like women ain't really just too privy to like authority like that. How we try to give it off, macho and all that. Yes, they love domination. They love the macho thing, but it's also about leadership and guidance. You know. So a question I would pose is, if you say that women are lucky to have you and we don't need them, what type of man are you? Are you a man that plans things for y'all as far as like, this is what we're gonna do when I get home. We're gonna sit down, we're gonna read with the children. We're gonna sit down and have dialogue about our next step. I'm gonna go home and build something. I'm gonna go home and we're gonna discuss, what we're gonna eat for the next couple of weeks. What's our next trip? What our finances look like. Things of this nature. Like simply building. What type of man are you? Are you a man handling your business? You know? Are you falling victim to your vices as much as you are reflecting on them? These are the type of questions that we need to ask ourselves as men before we run along with this rhetoric. Because a lot of us simply don't have our stuff together. And truth be told, I witnessed this, man, and it's still happening. A lot of men stand on the shoulders of women, especially in these days. And, we out here getting to this, man. Yes, we build things. Yes, we keep the infrastructure going. But are you a man worthy for her to be lucky to have? Because women feel a lot of voids in our life on things that we simply do not want to do. I know I don't want to wash the clothes all the time. I don't even want to fold them all the time. But luckily I have a woman who do those things. The load of cooking every day. Yes, we can do that. But do I really want to do that every day? No, I don't. Do I want to go grocery shopping every day or every week? No, I don't. Now, granted, I could pay somebody to do that. I could pay somebody to clean the house. I could do all those things. But I still want to have something that can help me tend to things, And also, like, something to share stuff with, like my success, the things I'm building towards, the future I see for myself, me being on my purpose and things like this. I would like to have somebody to help me get there. I can get there myself, but it's so much sweeter when you got a support system, But that's just my take on it. I'm gonna leave y'all with this. Do y'all think men need women? Just answer the question. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think. And like I said, I think we need each other at the end of the day. Because there's no you without me. You gotta copulate to keep producing the human body. And that's the show today. It's short, sweet. Just leaving some thoughts on y'all. Post from conversation I heard from my colleagues in the office today. So, it's them the weeds, y'all be y'all.
Alpaca.